Hi there, girls and boys. How are you today? And happy Monday. We are back once more with a new book to read together, and it's The Owl Who Was Afraid of the Dark. So, you might find that you've got your new pack today, and you'll have found this within it. And this, girls and boys, is a pack full of lots of different activities to go with the different chapters in the story. And after this first chapter, we'll have a little chat about the activities that are linked to that chapter. If you already have The Owl Who Was Afraid of the Dark, then that's okay. You can read on and carry on with the activities as you please. But perhaps you'd like to tune in anyway and see what new things are happening on the Miss P Reads channel. So enough of me talking. Let's get stuck into the first chapter. Dark is exciting.
Dark is exciting. Plop was a baby barn owl, and he lived with his mummy and daddy at the top of a very tall tree in a field. Plop was fat and fluffy. He had a beautiful heart-shaped ruff. He had enormous round eyes. He had very knackety knees. In fact, he was exactly the same as every baby barn owl that has ever been, except for one thing. Plop was afraid of the dark. "You can't be afraid of the dark," said his mummy. "Owls are never afraid of the dark." "This one is," Plop said. "But owls are night birds," she said. Plop looked down at his toes. "I don't want to be a night bird," he mumbled. "I want to be a day bird." "You are what you are," said Mrs. Barn Owl firmly. "Yes, I know," agreed Plop. "And what I are is afraid of the dark." "Oh dear," said Mrs. Barn Owl. It was clear that she was going to need a lot of patience. She shut her eyes and tried to think how best she could help Plop not be afraid. Plop waited. His mother opened her eyes again. "Plop, you are only afraid of the dark because you don't know about it. What do you know about the dark?" "It's black," said Plop. "Well, that's wrong for a start. It can be silver or blue or grey or lots of other colours, but almost never black. What else do you know about it?" "I don't like it," said Plop. "I do not like it at all." "That's not knowing something," said his mother. "That's feeling something. I don't think you know anything about the dark at all." "Dark is nasty," Plop said loudly. "You don't know that. You have never had your beak outside this nest hole after dusk. I think you had better go down into the world and find out a lot more about the dark before you make up your mind." "Now?" said Plop. "Now," said his mother. Plop climbed out of the nest hole and wobbled along the branch outside. He peeked over the edge. The world seemed to be a very long way down. "I'm not a very good lander," he said. "I might spill myself." "Your landing will improve with practice," said his mother. "Look, there is a little boy down there on the edge of the wood collecting sticks. Go and talk to him about it." "Now?" said Plop. "Now," said his mother. So Plop shut his eyes, took a deep breath, and fell off his branch. His small white wings carried him down. As he said, he was not a very good lander. He did 7 very fast somersaults past the little boy. "Oh!" cried the little boy. "A giant Catherine wheel!" "Actually," said the Catherine wheel, picking himself up, "I'm a barn owl." "Oh, yes, so you are," said the little boy with obvious disappointment. "Of course, you couldn't be a firework yet. Dad says we can't have the fireworks until it gets dark. Oh, I wish it would hurry up and get dark soon." "You want it to get dark?" said Plop in amazement. "Oh, yes," said the little boy. "Dark is exciting. And tonight is especially exciting because we're going to have fireworks." "What are fireworks?" asked Plop. I don't think owls have them. Not barn owls, anyway. Don't you? Said the little boy. Oh, you poor thing. Well, there are rockets and flying saucers and volcanoes and golden rain and sparklers and... But what are they? Begged Plop. Do you eat them? No, laughed the little boy. Daddy sets fire to their tails and they whoosh into the air and fill the sky with coloured stars. Well, the rockets, that is. I'm allowed to hold the sparklers. What about the volcanoes and the golden rain? What do they do? Oh, they sort of burst into showers of stars. The golden rain pours, well, like rain. And the flying saucers. Oh, they're super. They whiz around your head and make this sort of wee noise. I like them best. I think I would like fireworks, said Plop. Oh, I'm sure you would, the little boy said. Look here. Where do you live? Oh, up in that tree, in the top flat. There are squirrels farther down. That big tree in the middle of the field? Well, you can watch the fireworks from there. That's our garden, the one with the swing. You look out as soon as it gets dark. Does it have to be dark? Asked Plop. Of course it does. You can't see fireworks unless it's dark. Well, I must go. These sticks are for the bonfire. Bonfire? Said Plop. What's that? Oh, you'll see if you look out tonight. Goodbye. Goodbye, said Plop, bobbing up and down in a funny little bow. He watched the boy run across the field and then took a little run himself, spread his wings and fluttered up to the landing branch. He slithered along it on his tummy and dived head first into the nest hole. Well, said his mother, the little boy says dark is exciting. And what do you think, Plop? I still do not like it at all, said Plop. But I'm going to watch the fireworks, if you will sit by me. I will sit by you, said his mother. So will I, said his father, who had just woken up. I like fireworks. So that was what they did. When it began to get dark, Plop waddled to the mouth of the nest hole and peered out cautiously. Come on, Plop. I think they're starting, called Mr. Barn Owl. He was already in position on a big branch at the very top of the tree. We can see beautifully from here. Plop took 2 brave little steps out of the nest hole. I'm here, said his mother quietly. Come on. So together, wings almost touching, they flew up to join Mr. Barn Owl. They were only just in time. There were flames leaping and crackling at the end of the little boy's garden. That must be the bonfire, squeaked Plop. Hardly had Plop got his wings tucked away when, whoosh! Up went a rocket and spat out a shower of green stars. Oh, said Plop, his eyes like saucers. A fountain of dancing stars sprang up from the ground, and another, and another. Oh, said Plop again. You sound like a tawny owl, said his father. Goodness, what's that? Something was whizzing about, leaving bright trails of squiggles behind it and making a loud squee noise. Oh, that's the flying saucer, said Plop. Really? His father said. I've never seen one of those before. You seem to know all about it. What's that fizzy one that keeps jigging up and down? I expect that's my friend with a sparkler. Oh, there's a me. I beg your pardon, said Plop's father. It's a Catherine wheel. The little boy thought I was a Catherine wheel when I landed. Oh, isn't it beautiful? And he thought I was one. Mr. Barn Owl watched the whirling, sparking circles spinning round and round. That must have been quite a landing, he said.
Yes, Mr. Barn Owl, I think it was quite a landing indeed. So there we go. We've had the first chapter. We have met our main character, which is Plop, who is a little barn owl. He just is afraid of the dark, which is a bit strange because I hear that owls are nocturnal animals. And what does nocturnal mean? Research that, girls and boys, let me know. So let's have a little look at the first activities that I want you to look at today. So the first one here is all about owls. I'll show you that, and it's the first page there, and it's a little closed procedure. You've got to fill in the missing words and have a little look. So the first one here says Plop and his are barn owls. Wonder what those two missing words are. I think you can probably figure them out yourself. If needs be, girls and boys, go back and listen to the start of the chapter again, because that's where you're going to get a lot of the information for this all about owls. Now, you don't have to do all the activities today, girls and boys, but a lot of these activities at the start feature around the first chapter. Dark is exciting. So the second one here is about Plop's home. And it's a really lovely thing there. It's talking about describing Plop's home, and eventually you have to draw it, and I've left you lots of space there to draw the scene where Plop and his parents lived. So look at the instructions here and read them very carefully. Continuing on from that, there's a little bit of a word search there, girls and boys. I know our class, I know we like the word searches, so we've delivered here with a little bit of a word search there, and also at the top putting in capital letters and full stops. But you're all experts at that, so you'll have no problems whatsoever. It then ends, girls and boys, with Dark is exciting, and it is a little comprehension, just a small one. But I want you to take the information that I talked about last week about our full sentence answers and use them within this. No one word answers, please. Full sentence answers. Make sure you answer them all, and then you get the chance to draw at the bottom there. So you get a chance to be really creative too. So moving on from the activities of that chapter, remember there's no pressure to do it all at once. Take your time and do them to a high standard, to the best of your ability. I want to talk about my previous video though. It was to do with the big P4 art show. And I want you, girls and boys, if you haven't seen that video already, check it out, please do. There's lots of information there, and a great thing about Alex too. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to send me pictures of your artwork that you've been doing at home. I've already had a couple of fantastic entries. I cannot wait to show you in the video. So well done to those who've already sent me in, but send into the school email, and then Mr. Comper will send them on to me, and I will compile them all into a video, and we will have our very own P4 art show right here on YouTube. You'll all be famous, girls and boys, with your bits of artwork. So do check that video out, and I can't wait to see more of your entries as well. And that's it, girls and boys, for this episode of Miss P Reads. The next chapter in The Owl Who's Afraid of the Dark is Dark is Kind. I want you to think and predict what you think is going to happen next with our character Plop, and what the title of the next chapter might be all about. So get your guesses in and have a fantastic day. And I'll see you again on Wednesday, because we're back to Monday, Wednesday and Fridays for the next couple of weeks anyway. So have a fantastic day. The weather is fantastic. I'm about to get myself out for a walk, and I'll see you again. And I'll leave you over to the joke of the day. Yes, girls and boys, it's back. Bye.
Knock, knock. Who's there? I'll who? I'll be seeing you.